Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello, hello. Has our microphone not been capturing this whole time? Christ, all right.
Well, all right, I guess.
That's dumb. I don't. I like how it's the well. Just going right back to it. I don't. We'll figure this out. I like how the ears jiggle when you change between faces, but the face. Don't look at the face. Just look at the ears.
Are any of them actually shorter ears, or the ears just jiggling?
The ears just jiggling.
Interesting.
Like jiggle,
Yeah.
jiggle, jiggle.
Would
So this one's got a scar on the right eye. This one's got a scar on the left eye, and just under it. And then we got face paint and beard.
Not a fan of the beard.
Yeah, no. So that one's next.
Some heavy eyeliner on that one.
Yeah.
So
This one's like the most androgynous to me.
Mhm.
I feel like this one's kind of younger, more youthful looking. This one's more.
Fucking weathered.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I've seen some shit type look. So let's go with this one. Different types of jaws. So pointy, rounded, more. No, this one's rounded, longer. I think I'm just good with type 1 there. Eye shapes. Oh, you got like a little slightly downturned eyes. Small eyes, big eyes. Slanted, sad, normal. This character seems so done with your shit.
Not having it.
No, no sound until now, dude. Ah, fuck. Okay. I don't know why it did that though. That's not normal.
Well, to recap, we're doing the Endwalker benchmark.
Yeah.
Character creation.
I'm not a big fan of the smaller eyes. I always like bigger eyes on characters. I think I do like this one best though. Type 4. Iris size. I like the bigger ones. At least you realized the lack of sound before you played the benchmark. Yeah.
That's true.
Eye color. Ooh, piercing like snow blue eyes. Or like almost like a turquoise. Ooh, would blue or turquoise be better?
It's hard to say because the background looks so cool. Oh, that's right. You can change that.
Ooh, look, the shadows are so much smoother now. Plus the clothes don't have as many pixels. That's really cool. Get the sun out of the camera's view. I am a big fan of like the striking blue eyes. Let's go with that one. Eyebrows, different types of eyebrows. Thick. Well, thick for Vieira's.
The bar is low, to be fair.
Nose. A bunny nose.
The equivalent of a bunny nose.
This would be like the closest to a bunny nose that I see. Rounded, kind of. A little further up, without being overly too large. Hold on. Yeah, that's the one. Different types of mouths. Ooh, we could get them some thick ass lips. I think I'm a fan of this one. Like, not overly, like, in any direction. Lip color. What? Oh, it's just a very slight shade. You can make it blue, though, which kind of makes them seem like they're kind of sick.
A little frostbite.
Oh, here we go. Dark. Okay. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think that's solid.
That's solid? Okay. Your shape. Droopy! So we got like a short knife shape, and then long knife, and then top floofy, and then droopy. Like from the front or to the side?
Just front.
Just the front?
I want to see the whole.
Ah, okay. I am a fan of like tall ears. But now it's just a question of floofy or not floofy.
I think Floofy is always better. Personal
Floofy
preference.
is always better. All right. Ear length. Big.
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 Wait, how short do they go though?
Small. Big. Give him a goatee. What is this? Oh, is it like eyeshadow? Just natural eyeshadow. Longer eyebrows. Yes. Mole or no mole, scar or no scar. No scar.
Did you decide to give him facial hair?
No. He's not gonna have facial hair. But tattoos? It's kind of hidden under the hair there. And yes, around the eyes as well. Tattoo color. Ooh, like a little bit of red eye makeup. That would be nice. I think I'm gonna get rid of the face tattoo if that's the case. Just get like the nice stark red eye makeup there. Face paint. Now I am a fan of it not being face paint but freckles. Yeah, see? No freckles.
Those are pretty cute.
Those freckles. Oh, and then voice. All right. Can you hear my headphones? Okay. Very anime voice. Let's do it. This is like the weirdest part of character customization. Okay, at least it's not like so far.
That's what I thought it was so far.
So they're all fairly like fitting for the character. That. I think the second one fits.
For the very first time you clicked it, I'm like, this is the one.
Yeah, and this data can be used in both the benchmark and in the game.
That's cool.
I'm not gonna save it. Check mark. No. Wait, no. No, wait. Hold on. I do want to use it in the benchmark. Do I have to save it for that?
I think so.
Bunny. Oh. Ooh. So we can choose all sorts of different gear here. The Strife attire, so this is the Final Fantasy VII based one. The Leonhardt attire, Final Fantasy VIII based. Tantalus attire, Final Fantasy IX. 10. 13. Alphino.
Mine's already slouching so much. Like
He's got that typical anime pose where it's dick out, shoulders back.
shoulders are back though. Shoulders are just in. Like look. Poor posture.
It looks cool from like this angle, alright? It looks kind of ridiculous from here, but it looks cool from this. This is Final Fantasy 15. I didn't know that they added this to the game. That's cool. Like this is straight up just a rip from Final Fantasy 15. Dwarven gear, Storm Elite gear, Dreadworm gear. Oh, I love that headdress. Level 90 gear. Alright. Alright, is this the benchmark? Oh. Alright, well. You ready for the benchmark?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's see how my computer fares. It's doing that weird fucking thing again. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're just stacking up. Doesn't look like we've reached max anything yet. It's part of the 15 event. It's coming back in September, so you'll be able to get the car. Okay, so I want that car again. Is that people who are like who bought the car? Because if I remember correctly, we said you should buy. Oh, there's the boy we made. But yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, the car, you know, the car that Lucas drives me around in everywhere, it's a it was an event that you could only buy, but apparently they're adding it in game as an unlockable item, and so people who got it originally are kind of pissed off because it's just like, oh, well, I bought it.
Just drop some cash on this for... Yeah.
Alright, the official benchmark. This is 4K on a 970 FCPU and 2070 Super. Just to kind of preface this, I do like this music though. Just the guitar mix of the theme. Ah, the bestest boy. He deserves the world. What? What's so funny?
Nothing.
It's so funny. Alpha knows the best boy. He's so awkward and like he's the type of character that has like he knows how to put up a front of being like socially like a social butterfly and all that stuff, but like the thing is that he's done some real embarrassing things and he just shoves that deep down and prefers to forget about it. This is real heavy. Still going 60 frames per second. That's just piece of benchmark. It's especially animated for this. In general, it's good, yeah. Bang bang, pew pew. I like seeing these duos go around each other, especially the Black, the Dark Knight and Paladin combo with Here we go, favorite characters. There we go. Girl boss duo. Here we go. We got our own lasers. Fuck yeah. Gucci, I think. What? The little dinosaur doodads, you can kill all of them.
Beat 'em up.
Oh. Okay. I guess so.
I don't want to just mass murder a whole forest. I swear, it's just.
Okay. Do you want to kill them?
I needed just a little bit, that's not what I meant.
A flying machine looks like a world boss. Okay. God, that thing's weird. Just big red man with tongue. It's a very visually bench. I'm kind of excited to see how well my computer is going to handle that block.
Sword breaks.
Psh. Very high. Okay. Total loading time 17.38 seconds. The little slime there with the flower on its
Like a
head.
flower.
All right. And that's over.
Cool.
Like, what would be like the highest save score? Like what Oh yeah, did not you did not know about the elephant people, did you? Oh, I knew about it. I knew about those elephant people. I mean, we both knew about them before walking into this today. So,
I kind of forgot about him, I'll be honest.
you forgot about them. Let's see, like, what's all the stuff that we had? Some of those minions were new. Okay. So everything was on high. Glares, standard shadows, display self, display other NPCs, shadow quality, shadows enabled, shadow resolution high, half resolution, best shadow cascading, strong shadow softening. So we basically had some pretty stressful situations on this computer.
What is limb darkening?
I think that's like adding shadows under the limbs to make it more like realistic.
Like under his little ears? Like a little shadow under his ears type of thing?
I think it's more like, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, let's look this up. I'm just taking a guess from the name. What was it called again?
Limb darkening.
Limb darkening, Final Fantasy 14. What is limb darkening? Graphic settings and what they do. Okay. Control F. Limb. Naturally darken the edges of the screen. Limb darkening. Okay. So, I personally do like limb darkening. It helps me focus on the center of the screen. But it doesn't... I suppose that it makes a difference. Alright. Well. I suppose that's that then. I wonder what'll happen. Okay, I do want to create a character. I do want to create a Lalafell. I'm gonna create a Lalafell, and then we can run that test again just to see how it's different. Really seems smooth on my end. Odd. Create character. Let's see how being a Lalafell changes things in that benchmark. Alright, which one's the ones with the just solid eyes? There we go, Doomsfolk. The tallest Actually, I want to see this is the smallest Lalafell. Nice tan. There we go. I'm just kind of randomly choosing things at this point. Purple hair. There we go. Ooh, I like the kind eyes with the strong eyebrows on that one. Alright. Is it time for another aioli? Aioli. No, we're running the benchmark right now. But I was just curious to ooh, new chat area. Yep. I was just curious to see what this benchmark would be like with the Lalafell character.
We ran it with the Viera before.
Yeah, we ran it with the new male Vieras. Large. Eye color. Let's just... I wonder if we can make Toph. I'm not gonna go back and run through that, but...
I bet you we could.
We could. Different noses. Alright, that's good. Ear shape. I like that one. Ear size. Oof. Okay, let's tone it down a bit. Facial features. Okay, that's good enough. Tattoos. Tattoo color. There. Face paint. I gotta go with the freckles.
Freckles are freckles?
Yes. Okay, sure. Confirm. Yes. All right. The aioli of all aioli on. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be the one to name that. That's
Ha, you think that's your job?
yeah, that's Alora's job here. She's the matron of aiolis. So let's we have our queen, we just need our king.
Listen. They're not wrong.
All right. Let's run this again. You just gotta wait until it shows up. Will this Lala show up? Yeah! Fuck yeah, little fucking champion.
Purple hair.
So hold on. Follow me. Yeah, buddy. I really like the look of the new mobs. I don't know which one's new and which one's old. I still have yet to go through, what's it called? Shadowbringers, yeah. People are, fans freaking out about where the fuck that water's coming from.
Where's it coming from?
Oh, this is the official Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker benchmark. It's free to download. You can download it and see how well your computer fares against this, the new stuff from Final Fantasy XIV. There's so many different people. I love the variety in this place. Almost all of them are new in this. Huh. So this is just showcasing everything new. New mounts, new get-ups, new costumes, new enemies. Okay. They went hard then. Oh, I love this scene. I can just keep watching this. Yeah. He's so small. Tokyo Tower? He knows that he knows he's a shit. Those wings are like 5 times bigger. Is that Cyrano? Does Cyrano become a white mage? Huh. That looked like Cyrano. Oh, the city in the background, yeah. There's aqueducts running through it. We might just get a better score than last time. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, just looking at the number down there. Maybe choosing Lalafell is better for your computer performance.
The superior race.
We'll just have to see how this final battle goes. This eye-bleeding, bright, flashing blue. website that you can go to. Hold on, let me just pull it up for you once this is done. It's very high.
So it is better.
It did fare about 0.5 seconds better on loading times. I mean, we'd have to repeat the experiment to get actual results, but all right. So, you get it through this website here. It's na.finalfantasy14.com/benchmark. Yeah. And then the instructions are all here, everything that you need to do. So yeah. I mean, it might be different because I'm running the stream right now. It might get better once the stream's over. But
I mean, I guess that's not the important part. You need to be able to run it while the stream's going.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, oh, let's see. Scores. So we are getting high performance. Right. Or no, we're getting very high performance. So it's easily capable of running the game, should perform exceptionally well even at higher resolutions. This is what I was kind of looking for, is what the it says bitrate is 0. Did we lose internet? No, we're fine. Why does YouTube say we have 0 bitrate? Concern. I don't understand. But yeah. So we're basically just one level under the highest level.
So wait. Is that a plus right there? Does that say it goes beyond that?
It goes beyond 15,000. I don't know. And for all the PS4 pros like me, there's a trailer version of this benchmark. Ah, right. That's what we watched last night.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, we can look at the Square Enix Twitter here. Square Enix. Or maybe it's just the Final Fantasy 14. Okay, there we go. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Screenshot campaign. People have been posting their results on here. Insufficient. 362?
Yikes.
Look at how few people there are on this screen. Oh, I am sorry to whoever posted that. Extremely high. 23,000? I hope you didn't get this computer just to run Final Fantasy. So we got someone just above that mark. Highest is 70, right? No. Highest level when Endwalker releases is going to be 90. Currently, it's 80 for Shadowbringers. So yeah, 23,000, over 23,000 is the highest that we've seen so far. We got almost a 20,000 here. Wonder if the screen's different for when you get really high scores.
I think I don't think we had that.
We had the little chocobo thing.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. So the extra people and the minions are a reward for a decent running computer. Probably.
Mm. Loving all these bumps.
I think very high and extremely high are both. They both have the same screen. Maybe just things are more high definition on extremely high.
That makes sense.
I still feel bad.
Some tough stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it's time for me to start actually playing Shadowbringers. Instead of just doom scrolling through Twitter and wondering about how I can improve my computer. Like, I can probably overclock my computer right now. This thing isn't overclocked, so... Yes, close the benchmark. Do you want to order some food for us, or...?
Sure, which one?
Whatever you're good with, because you're the one that's...
Oh, well...
You have your stomach...
I think it's good for the most part.
It's good for the most part? Okay.
Yeah.
Dick just got a bag of human beans. Dick! Oi, Dick, you better share some of that!
The fuck does he have?
What? Jesus, fuck!
Wait, let me put on pants. Hang on.
Thank you.
What do we have?
You're the best, Dick. Human beans. Human beans are the best. I like how they give them in like these drug bags.
3 ounces, both of them. Full pack.
Legit, it's just like, it's 3 ounces of a drug bag full of human beans.
Hell yeah.
Dick is just meeting the White Asian. Ah, so he's actually moving forward through the MSQ now. God, the rate that Dick can go through fucking farming is absolutely mind-boggling. I can't focus on farming for that long. All right, time to get the forbidden crunch. If I remember correctly, oh yeah, no, my new suit is super edgy. Like Nomura edgy. World Q is 22. They can probably hear that.
Oh no, okay.
Belly smacking. Can't wait to start again. Dude, I can't wait to see you back in the game. I'll come bug you with my edgy ass strap clothing. What?
These are good.
You've never had beans before?
I've only gotten human being like once, maybe twice.
Dick does the MSQ because he got bored of the craft and gathering quest. This is gonna be so good. I've had something I wanted to say for ages, but you need to legit start Shadowbringers before I can say it. You're just like holding it in. Just like, come on, come on, come on. Alright. Yes. Breakfast, please. Did you say Dane? Did you want lunch?
No, either's fine.
Oh, okay.
Is it okay?
I thought you said like dang, and I'm like, what? Breakfast food is best food though.
I mean, I'm personally not a big breakfast fan, but I appreciate it.
We can do lunch then. Okay.
I feel like breakfast just kind of happens. Like, as a meal, like, there's very little thought put into breakfast. It kind of just happens. Either that or you just skip it.
Alright, we gotta go back to Revenant's Toll. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Alright, Tataru. What do you have for me? Lay it on me. Ooh, we get an Orchestrion roll for the Shadowbringers theme. Alright. White Oak Weapon Coffer. IHOP is a thing. Yeah. You were looking at IHOP?
You down for some pancakes?
Sure.
Anything else you want?
Just give me like a 2x2x1 or something. 2x2x2.
I don't know what that means.
It's like 2 sausages, two eggs,
Oh, okay,
2 pancakes. Good news, Ira. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Wow. Okay, so one thing that I have noticed is that the amount of times that it gives the Warrior Light a chance to do we even have IHOP in Scotland, I wonder? Who knows? Then we better go and give them a hand. But I like how it seems like it's giving the Warrior of Light more chances to express themselves. It's really cool to see that. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is the mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Okay. Ooh, that's a cool quest accepted, theme. To Silvertier, I suppose. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna fly there. Oh wait, that's the solar. Wait, I'm confused, turning around in circles. All right. This place seems to be a little more hazy than usual. Let's see, where are ya? Down this way. Ah, okay. Heading to the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Take the boat to the survey site. Tataru. Well, let's see. If there's an IHOP in Scotland, I mean, it is called the International House of Pancakes. International, thus implying that it's around the world. Scramble's good. Thank you.
Look how many people there are.
Oh.
Should we get to it then?
Tataru's
Pick up
voice is so
anything that seems
cute.
the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour.
Biggs!
You change our look. We found bugger all without you.
Haven't heard your voice in a while, man.
Biggs! Wedge!
Yeah, Biggs, Wedge.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse collared the chief for some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
I don't like Wedge's
Thank
voice.
you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I should probably change the title of this because we're done with the
I'm not seeing
benchmark at this
anything
point.
out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
Coffee, please. Thank you.
I could try if you like.
You're about the same size as Wedge, Tataru. Despite being named Wedge, you just probably can't stick people in tight spaces.
This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Nope. Looks like we found something.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
Then what is this?
What's that you got there?
It almost looks like it reminded me of the Ironworks logo.
Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol?
Yeah.
Counterfeiters?
Oh, great, more migraines.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Keep saying that, but what does it mean?
Warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Wait, Tataru knows that we're gonna disappear? New. Oh wow, it's a Kingdom Hearts game where we just fall and
Oh, do not look
no, not that scene. Don't bring that up.
There's no freedom in that.
This
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you. We did everything
Ardbert.
right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Oh no, we tried to catch Ardbert? Whoa. Oh, Minfilia. Couldn't find any out of the states. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that's Minfilia?
Time has not yet come.
Okay. Whatever you say, ma'am. Oh, hello. This is like way oversaturated and it's kind of hurting my eyes. Hello. Has anybody seen that episode of Rick and Morty yet? Oh, it's Ardbert. What are you doing here? Why is someone setting off fireworks now? It's the middle of the day. Almost a week after 4th of July. It has been a week after 4th of July.
I'm like, you know what? It's been quiet. A little too quiet, if you ask me.
Pop. So where are we? There's lots of pink. It's incredibly bright.
From endless dreams I awake.
Please don't pull this like, oh, the entire journey so far has been a dream. Fuck you and all your friends.
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
It was all a dream. That's the only lyrics I know to that song. Middle of the day, huh? Yeah, it's like 2 p.m. right now. Is that Pretendant? It is.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Night? Bro, it's daytime. What the shit? What do you mean this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
What?
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
So, we traveled to a world that has been taken over by the light? This is what happens when the balance between dark and light isn't kept.
Bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
God, I could totally take a drink right now. Come, Ira, no. Take the drink. God damn it.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Okay. Well, this suddenly dropped us off in a place that doesn't have much explanation. Ooh, music. As Ira passes out again.
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Look into that.
There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
So this is what they meant by become the warrior of darkness. Bless you. So, we're in a land where there's too much light. And so we have to become the warrior of darkness in order to counteract the overabundance of light. Okay. I can't summon a mount here? We're like in the wild, though. Welcome to Shadowbringers, aka the Isekai expansion. There, I said it. We're worth 2 months. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, because this isn't Isekai. We just got spirited away to a different world. That is, by definition, a textbook Isekai.
Halt.
Oh, Vieira. So we're going right into the new race. All right.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
I like you.
From where do you hail?
I'm scared to know what'll happen if I answer Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Okay.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment.
What do you mean?
And
I told the
will not suffer you
truth.
to pass.
Also, like, why would someone just make up a story?
Yeah.
Like, it's much easier to lie about something that's real.
Yeah.
Thought process is flawed.
Whoa. Okay.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Well, that's kind of morbid. Was that Pretendance Ring? Oh, shit. Pretendance gone. They did my man dirty.
Everything all right, Captain?
I think it actually uses your original starting city. I guess so too. Hey, it's this guy.
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater. And a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Bro, who are you? You've been giving me migraines.
But I see you've met my guest.
Literally.
I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
This is probably the...
Cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
I'm guessing that this is the city that they showed in the Shadowbringers intro.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Once we can exit this cutscene, I'm gonna change the title real quick.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I mean, you gave me like 12 fucking migraines before I answered your call, so... First off, fuck you. Second off, why am I here?
Directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
So, is that your name, Crystal Exarch? That sounds more like a title than a name.
I mean, you just said it's a title.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I want your name, damn it. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused? But are the other Scions here?
That
Yeah.
is a question with no simple answer.
God damn it, where are my friends?
Due course, I promise you.
You better not have split
Let
up
us
my
begin with
friends.
The glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Then what about the remaining 1/10?
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
You haven't unlocked that portion of his backstory.
We call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
If this were EA, I'd have to pay like $10 to unlock it.
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Oh, now you're just sucking my dick.
And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk with.
I was gonna say, like, why are we still out here? This doesn't seem the safest place to be talking like this. Alright. Is the cutscenes over? Okay, cutscenes are over for the time being, so let's edit this real quick. Oh, what? The cutscene's not over. Fuck. Okay. I saw the text box pop up and I'm like, oh yeah, cutscene's over. Ooh, this place is pretty.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death.
Wow, this place is this established in 100 years?
No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Oh, even the Beastmen are here. Okay, that's interesting. The Crystarium at Norvrent? Okay. Now I can change the title. Cutscene part 1 of 10 is over. And at least you don't have to do any reading. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Can I teleport back to my... How much does it cost to teleport? 990... It costs 999 gil to teleport across fucking dimensions.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, as you will notice, you will see some familiar things that look different. So yeah, I definitely notice... so if you search around for the original 1.0 trailers, this is the design of the city you see in that trailer. Oh. Does this mean that this is... So this is the city that was here before the fucking, the Calamity. And this is that crystal tower that's in the distance at all times. Hold on. Can I recognize any land masses? I prefer voice acting over reading. Yes, very much, please. Lakeland. The Rock Tika Greatwood. Ilmeg. Kalusia. Question marks. That's not menacing at all. And Amer. The inn at Journey's Head. Huh. Fort Job. Ostal Imperative. Okay. Well, Mr. Crystal Exarch. Here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. And let's, White Oak Weapon Coffer. White Oak Composite Bow. And I still have the best gear, so... So by extension, that area you were in was Mordona before the Calamity. Huh. Yeah, it was. Okay. This area here. Lakeland? How'd you get back here if you poured out without a tuning? I guess I just don't. The Crystal Exarch has a request for you. Okay. Now, a full and frank discussion of the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Are we gonna see familiar people? I mean, we already served Pretendant. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetherite, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. Oh! Okay. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline mine. This is where you will find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catless, one of the people I should like you to meet. A desert city, a forest city, a magic castle, and an island, nothing like Eorzea. Another is Moren. To reach him in his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps, take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. I like how this central location just leads to every important place. The third and final person I should ask you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetherite Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough? Crystal clear. Very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There's an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. I'm his friend! When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard in the center of town. Until then. Yeah. Oyatspan. Oyatspan is a place that I used to work at. It's a totally good bakery if you're in the Portland, Beaverton area. Just a little shout out on stream here. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable and should allow teleportations to Aetherites in the source. Okay. So he's not from here. Yeah. So is it safe to assume that that in this world the calamity never happened? Because its calamity happened like 100 years ago, and where the light took over. I still want to summon my bird. Or my mounts. So we got ships over here. Can't enter. Wow, this place is real pretty. Lots of moving parts, too. Alright, what is this cabinet of curiosity? Whoa. See-through floors. And I can't go down there. Guessing I have to go all the way to the top? Yeah, okay. Hello, who are you? You got a big forehead. Or at least you show all of it. Excuse me, sir, are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well, What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even a scrap of scribbled-on parchment. My apologies, literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. I mean, that's good to do what you love, as a job. Librarian Moren at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. The source hasn't had a calamity tied to the first, yet at least. Okay, that's spooky to think about. Yet. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? The Exarch sent me? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid! A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives, I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. I don't know if I should be offended by that. He says, oh, if you want, I have a picture book of history for children.
Well, probably assumes you're short on time.
And
1,000 words, right?
yeah. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? Ahem. On with the lesson, then. Well, you do not have the orchestrion, but you probably don't want to part with those. I like him, though. Morin's cute. He just likes books. Oh, wow, okay, this is beautifully done artwork. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew... Villains known as the Warriors of Light
Oh, shit.
slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yeah. Minfilia! What? Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrent, and Norvrent alone spared the fate of Erasure. Oh, so these are the monsters that they showed in the trailer. At least one of them, I recognize that lion. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrent's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. The light, it burns, it burns! Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the flood of light. Okay. You're a good man, Morin. Yeet! Oh god, this place is so pretty. So, I have a question though. Did I lose all of my mounts? Is that why I can't summon them? I can't summon a mount from Eorzea over here, at least not yet. Yeah, Morin has a little crush. I'm not gonna assume that. He loves his books. Bibliophile makes me think he fucks the books, and I don't want to think that.
I said what I said.
Ah, Hrothgar! You're big. I'm little cat boy, he's big cat boy. New to the city, friend. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Welcome. My name is Broggy, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment from Nistel, such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. When you arrived, you were in an instant, so no mounts. Ah, okay. I'm sorry, did you say Mistel? Is something wrong? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume, so Hjor. The taller one is an elf. Just elf. Alright. The sturdy individual over there is a Galgent, whilst the one with the horns is a Drawn. And then you have the large scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zoon. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Snacks? Ah, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Broggy has taught you about the peoples of the First. Okay. So are there no Lalafels? What happens when you come in here as a Lalafell? Do you not have any little people? You having trouble there? You need a knife? Or a screwdriver, I guess? There you go, knife. Alright, where else do I have to go? I'm gonna take some time to get a couple of these Ethernet shards. Because I know this one's further off. Might as well grab it now. Eggs got all over the pancakes. Okay. Alright, let's teleport. Ooh, creamer, thank you. I'll just take the creamer. No need to pussy up my coffee more than creamer.
Okay.
As I heard some people explain it as, I really don't mind. That's a good question. I don't remember watching someone playing Lalafell do that part. Really? Okay. They're like surprised, like I could step on you. Who the fuck are you? What is that? Is that
It's
a cupcake pancake?
And it comes with whipped creamy frosting stuff.
Wow,
And
okay.
sprinkles.
And sprinkles.
I was intrigued.
That's like that's like actual just like cream cheese sauce, it looks like. How do I get to where I need to go? Is it up here where I need to go? The Excedra? I'm guessing Ira would probably need an Excedrin after all the shit that he's witnessing for the first time. I'm curious considering what we learn about the Norvrent Lalas later. What the fuck are you, small person? Oh, there's the Aetherite shard. Currently looking for where the fuck this thing is. Oh, I have to go to the main plaza. Right. I have to go to the main plaza and then, like, what was it? Go up the stairs to the left or something? So let's head back in there. God, now I can just imagine it, like, you walk in as a Lalafell, and, like, their first reaction is, what the fuck are you? I've never seen a Sin Eater like you before. Over here? This looks important. It is important. Where to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. Let me just grab a motherfucking fork. That's a knife. Let me grab a motherfucking fork. There we go. They have like ketchup in there?
Yeah, there's ketchup.
There's ketchup in there? Alright.
Also, that's in the fridge.
Yes, but why would I go grab the stuff in my fridge when I have perfectly good ketchup here? Nah. Logic? Actual smart usage of goods in my fridge? Nah. You just gotta let that shit go bad.
Ketchup doesn't go bad.
Doesn't it?
Probably, I don't know. I've never had ketchup long enough to go bad.
I mean, it still could go bad. Just keeps it from going bad longer. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's damn sight safer than in here than it is out there. Well, I would have liked to known that before. No, there's an elegant piece of technology in there. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you, small person? I prefer to be called a little shithead. Safer and more civilized too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is a place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Yulmorian layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, sounds like you got some personal beef with some other people here that I don't need to be a part of. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. I like how everybody just buys this. It's like, oh, you're one of the Exarch's friends? Cool, cool. Alright. Well, then I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours.
There you go.
I feel like we're riding on his coattails.
Absolutely.
It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes in the flood. 100 years ago? The Crystal Exarch's been here for 100 fucking years? This is some Avatar shit. Spoiler, you're going to be a part of it. Aww. I don't want to be in any territorial or societal disputes around here. I'm not from here. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't like politics. It tried to put me in politics at the end of Stormblood, and I didn't like it. It just turned into a shouting match. I'd much rather just punch shit if it comes to that. It wasn't long before... Yeah, okay. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today.
Curious relics.
Elegant technology, probably. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he, and you, wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I like how anybody can just walk in and be like, yeah, I'm the Exarch, one of Exarch's buddies, and then they'll immediately just buy it. Like, they didn't see me walk in with the fucker. They're just like, oh yeah, you gotta be one of his friends if you say so. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've aught to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catless, and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with Catless has taught you about life in the Crystarium. I mean, I just learned specific history of the Crystarium, not the world. But I guess if that's daily life at the Crystarium is the entirety of its 100-year history, then sure. Did you ever read any of the Chronicles of Narnia? Time isn't always synced between alternate worlds. Sure, I guess. Alright. I just stepped on something cold and hard. Oh, this ring. Look at this. It's got a little spinning chain on it. Alright. We gotta go talk to the Exarch. Where's the stairs going down? You can really tell that this place was a place, like, where they expanded it out of necessity and didn't actually, like, plan for any of it. Yeah. But, like, I like how it's evident in the architecture. Like, they made it look the best that they could, but, like, you can definitely tell that the expansions were made out of necessity instead of having the whole building planned out and built around expansion. Let me just go get this Ethernet shard, Exarch, Mr. Exarch. Can I call you Mr. Exarch? Should I call you Crystal or Mr. Exarch? I can call you Chris. Chris. I'll call you Chris. Chris is a good name. I've known a lot of good Chris's in my life. I've known a couple bad Chris's in my life. I'm not gonna expand on which.
Do we know which side this guy's on again? It seems like a perfectly good neutral.
I mean, he gave me and my friends shitloads of migraines. He pulled each and every one of us one at a time at an inopportune moment to bring him to his world. I don't know him all that well.
Sounds like solid Chris.
Lord Exarch. Oh, I'm not gonna call him Lord. Too pretentious. That fucker has to earn the title of Lord. With me, personally. I don't call anyone Lord if society tells me to. Like Arshafont. Arshafont earned the title Lord. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? So we had to take notes? We took notes to show him? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceeded. He is legitly is a god. I don't care. I've killed gods. Big Daddy E. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. So, could Grahatia be in there? It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run from your eventual crossing. And although I do not know from which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Huh. He didn't tell you there was a test. The Crystal Exarch is finally ready to discuss the matter of your comrades' whereabouts. Fucking finally! That's syrup. You're done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen of your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters. Are you inviting me to your bedroom, buddy? 'Cause you better believe I'm going. Chris, I may not like you, but I will fuck you. Chrissy. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. The tower's gate lies open, then just like that, then Grahatia is... I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? Ah, fuck! An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it best that we focus on the present. He does have those bedroom eyes. You can't even see his fucking eyes. Bedroom eyes, my ass. Okay. Hey, look, there's a Lalafell here. Greetings, sir. The Exarch awaits you within. I was kind of curious to see, like, maybe if you teleported in as a Lalafell, it'll just change you to some other random race.
I think that would be wonderful.
But then it'll be like, oh, you're racist against Lalafells, which is ridiculous to say, but I feel like some people would legitimately have concern for. Ooh, this place is pretty. Is that the wall that he touches and he watches us from?
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
Is that so?
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions. To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First.
So wait, the guys that
could also be true.
The guys that came in here are years older?
Time or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Jesus.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay. I don't like the sound of that still.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Christ.
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year.
So they're like a year older now.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Okay. That's why all their bodies were left?
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
That's bullshit. Come on, Exarch, get to work. Send them back. Then find a way to send them back, yeah!
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
Well, what happened? Why aren't you doing it anymore?
As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
Okay.
In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Thancred and Y'shtola always end up naked at key moments.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
Okay, so things are gonna come back together regardless.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Well, shit.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours.
I mean, it makes sense that I'm gonna have to die eventually,
first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips.
Right.
I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
Alright, he's already building himself up to be a trustworthy figure.
I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
I may be bite-sized, but I will whoop your ass anyways. Well said, Dick.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For the moment, but I'll see you keep that promise. For the moment. Let's keep it nice and simple.
Excellent. You will not regret this.
It's only the 3rd expansion, though.
With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
It'll serve as a soft reset. That's what I'm trying to say. Because once the main character dies, you can move on to other stories with different characters.
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
It took me 3 tries to get that through the sensors. I do have things filtered out. I don't want some, like, incredibly vulgar language to pop up in chats. So I am all good with cursing, as you may well know, but it's the easiest way to filter out words than going through and manually setting a bunch of parameters. Which I may do down the line, but for right now I'm not going to do it midstream. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. It's a funky looking Lalafell here. He's wearing like samurai armor. I didn't mean funky as in bad. I was in jazz band. Funky means is a good thing. Now, if something tastes funky, that's not all right. Blankety blank blank works. Musica Universalis, okay. IHOP coffee isn't all that bad. No. Very mild. Well, maybe it's just because I added creamer to it, but...
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
I think this is the first time that we've had a voiced introduction to locations.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Oh, good. Alright. So we're not starting
Each
from
nation
scratch
once
zero.
minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Okay.
As for a unit
That's
of
good.
measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
I suppose that could happen within the range of a
From what
century.
your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Okay. Oh, they got phones. There's just straight up cell phones. Look at this. Oh, you missed it, but there's just cell phones. Just on display.
Just casually.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world. Avan Kerm Sin?
Excuse. Oh, it's another language. Okay. There's a lot more VA here, and Endwalkers are reported 30% increase. Wow.
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh, hello. Not the body I was
Dear
expecting with the
Fael
voice.
Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
So pixies are introduced now.
This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
I'm supposing that's a compliment. Thank you.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
Oh, we have to make a pact?
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yeah, that all came with
Just
me.
as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond
The
will
fucking
flow
language
unbroken
bear.
from one to the other.
Are we able to understand what she's saying? Because it's translating it for us. Do we just know pixie tongue?
Raise your hand.
The Fae are all Scottish. I didn't know how to feel about that. Sorry, Hal. your race has been single-handedly reduced to pixies. Watch out for Feo Ool. She is very possessive. She doesn't want us consorting with other pixies. You got the new Lala 14 with the high-quality improvements to the moving picture contraption compared to the Lala 8. Okay. Or from 13. To stun, we are bound now. Okay.
Come then, make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
She's very intense.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Ooh, send a message to Tataru.
Consider it done.
Although Kryle probably would have been the smartest choice. I have a more personal connection to Tataru. Tataru will make sure to tell everybody.
Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Yep. And you're free to come in if you would like, Exarch. Chris? Yeah, I think Chris is just going to be as a result of your pact with Feo Ool, you now have access to delivery moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the first. Okay. So I can summon Tweedledee and Tweedledum, my two, my two Aeoli clones. Where the fuck do I go? Oh, deeper this way. Got it. Excuse me. Oh shit. If you love me, let me go. Just jump off the edge. Manager of Suites. Oh. Okay. Ah, there you are. I was just... Oh, shit. Fuck, I clicked on accident. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use as you see fit. Oh shit, I clicked again. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the Ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Ira. You are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. I mean, I'm used to sleeping during the day, so... A pleasure to meet you, sir, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready, if you care to retire. Yes, please. And copyright strike 2. If it actually copyright strikes us for that, that's bullshit. We're just way too good at imitating the voices.
No, that's all
I've just never been invited to kiss like that. One thing it took me a long time to figure out, you can use this as a regular in-room. Okay. You... Oh, fuck! Ardbert? You good, bro?
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the Source.
Yeah. What are you doing here? The Warrior of Darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
So now I have my personal ghost.
Hey!
But if he's a ghost, he means he's dead!
That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
So how long has it been since we last saw each other for you?
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Oh.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and try to hasten their god's damned ardor.
So they're actually the Warrior of Lights from 100 years ago.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrand. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away.
100 years since the
Leaving
flood,
me
so...
to bear witness.
Yeah, so this guy's... It's been 100 years since... Well, he probably lived for a bit longer, seeing as he was the one who survived.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Fuck. It's 100 or so, give or take a couple, probably.
100 years. 100 long years.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
You just asking yourself that now? But hey, now we'll never be alone. We got a ghost buddy following us around everywhere.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it.
Not with that kind of attitude.
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that.
The Warriors of Darkness had renounced their flesh, so Ardbert has been dead the whole time. Oh! Okay.
But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Well, I do hope you check in on me from time to time. Huh, not the usual position that Mikotes sleep, but... Wow, alright. I am going to take a quick bio break, but I will be right back. Hello, I am back. If you saw my boy dancing, it wasn't me. He's my girlfriend. I'm calling you out.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's having a good time.
You both work at Dollar Tree, Dick and Odd. So, y'all can complain about that to each other. Dollar Tree gang! Wait. The Docile Gate. There we go. This way. Whoa! Hold on, that's a cool weapon. Or look at this. That's a crystal weapon. Even the scabbard's a crystal.
Does that make it better having a crystal scabbard?
I mean, I don't know.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
Life as an assistant manager is shit. I had a ghostly visitor. Well enough, thank you.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Yes, please. I want to find my friends. More maps. Got it.
This map shows the lands of Northrend, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Okay. So those are the different locations that we can go to.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
In the center of everything.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Okay.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
I'm guessing at some point it's gonna
Alas,
burn.
neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Okay.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
And that's probably the one place that we saw, what's his name? Thancred.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Amer. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters.
Then why do people live there?
In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Amerang? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
So we're gonna have some more branching MSQs here, I'm guessing.
Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Cool. Well, I promised
But you must be wondering
Alize.
about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters.
So we might run into him on the
Being
way
a wrong
somewhere.
move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
That's just kind of how shit works around here. It's just like, oh, you'll probably cross paths sooner or later. Whew, okay. Moving ever onward. Well, I did promise that I'll make sure to keep an eye on Alize, so I'm thinking the first one would be appropriate to go get her. Ready to depart for Amarang. Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. That does seem like her. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch and he will see that you reach your destination. Alright. It's a sealed missive. Actually, no, I don't have to teleport there. I'll just exit. I'm pretty sure I got that Ethernet crystal. Yeah, the Amaro launch. There we go. If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Yeah, nah. Although I'll be glad to help, that's not why I'm here. Oh, a friend of the Ffxiv, hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need. Yup. All set, then off to the unforgiving sands we go. You can now travel to Amarang, speak with the android Amaro Tamer to fly to the desert. Ethernet shard? Whatever. You can also use your ether compass to assist with locating ether currents in new regions. Should you lose this compass, speak with Jess Wren at the Amaro launch in the Crystarium to obtain another. Lost compasses can also be replaced by speaking with Gibrion at the Forgotten Knight and Foundation back in Ishgard. Okay, cool.
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Amarang meant majestic land in the language of his people.
So, old desert area.
And so it might still be. Were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky may be as bright as in the scorching hours of day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Ffxiv's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alize friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Mordsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sounds good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. The ruins of Not Ul'dah you are walking through. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. So you have to go through the whole ordeal of getting Ethernet currents again. Or not Ethernet currents, fuck. Just ether currents. Cool, I didn't have to fight anything on the way here. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amer, is it not? Before you cross that river sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Whoa. It's tilted. Come on. Fuck right off with that shit. Yeah, stay down. Now let me take in this view. How did it end up all tilted, I wonder? They built them big, didn't they? That's Ffxiv, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Naboth Arang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say that it was once one of Norvrent's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Naboth Arang's lands were lost to the light. Its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. They grow cactars big here, yup. No, not many choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than a marrow roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait till you see Mordsuk. Let's press on, shall we? "75 yalms to the northwest." Ah, there's one. Is it just the normal amount of ether currents around here? Wait a second. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it looks like a normal amount of ether currents. New location discovered. "133 yalms to the south." That's very close. I see it. There's two right off the bat. Ah, fuck, I moved. There we go. Making good work here, at least. Well, I'm not gonna go 312 yalms, so... Here we are, Mordsuk, by the blessed shadow. I love this town. Huh. Cassard stands at the entrance to Mordsuk, an eager smile on his face. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others, too. There's long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, Have you met a Mord before? They might look little like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gen Gen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. I see Gin Gin. There seems to be a lot more actively NPCs just actively moving around. That's cool to see. What? There we go. Now, speak with Gen Gen. Hello, sir. I like your teeth. So this is a Mord.
Master Gen Gen, this is the friend of the X-Arc I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mord's.
I like how they still have the same voice.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Amer.
Check a delivery Moogle when you get a chance. Okay.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare.
Probably expensive as well.
As I told you before, not many visit Amereng by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Okay.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gen Gen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Oh.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Okay.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the X-Arc sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Huh.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Christ.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
What a weird, colorful place.
This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Okay. Where am I supposed to go now? I see the marker up there. Ron? Welcome to Ron's Traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Ron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target foodstuffs and inspect it with left click. Okay. Skewers. So glad of the extra voice acting. A lot of people you meet in this world are wonderfully charming. Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard. Cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Okay. Bread. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruit, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. That sounds good. Worms. Everyone's favorite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. How much can I get for the gold piece? Can I get a sampler? They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Oh, I can only choose one. Let's go with mush loaf. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on the sands with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold? And done! One Volbertite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread. Christ. $40 of them. Ira can't plan on eating all of them, right? Every last mouthful.
What?
He gave me 40 loaves of like bread, and like we're not supposed to carry any of it, so what an appetite! What a belly! A new legend is born in Mordsuk. And they're cheering me on! Oh no, now I have to do it! Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gen will be pleased that you honor ours. That you honored ours. Oh man, Ira's not looking good. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns! I'm just gonna go full on sprint after stuffing myself silly here. Yes, he can, and he will. I was watching from here, Ira. You honored our custom and with great relish. You'll always be welcome in Mordsuk. If you need anything in Amerang, we are here to provide. Cool. Cassard is impressed by your gastronomic fortitude. You have courage, my friend. Ron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Aww. Right, now that you have eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye. Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for, you just need to do the lifting and carrying. Well, good thing I have plenty of inventory space. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling then. See you in a bit. You may view the market receipt at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Okay. Well then, let's take a look. Use. Table cactus, thonton, iron ore, thol. Nabath Orang Antiques Meal Mill. To be collected from Moom. Okay. Oh, I see one here. Also, there's a delivery Moogle. What did you send me, Dick? Let me see now. Why, yes, I do have a new letter addressed for Irivarian. Isn't today your lucky day, Kupo? Delivery. Smoked Raptor. Thank you, Dick. Your farming, is going well, I suppose. Where's the nearest trash bin? Ira will be hugging it soon. Actually, no. There we go. Alright. Cured leather from Ron. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, friend, but I wouldn't eat those. So I've got the leather. Oh no, the iron ore wasn't a part, or the leather wasn't a part of it. Stack of crated armaments, that's not it. Crate of War by Tholtol, right. Now then, what was I doing again? Cassard sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again? Iron ore? Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours. You must run a very non-profitable business. Let's see, anybody up here? Oh, I see some sparkly shinies over here. Thonton was... Table cactus from Thonton. Table iron ore, so I got the iron ore, and the antiques from Mill. So Thonton. You came in with Cassard, yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your prickly purchase. Okay, that's 2. And Mill, there we go. Box of antiques. Hey, no touching! That merchandise is spoken for! You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer. What? Cassard sent you? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no. Nabatharang relics, wasn't it? All packed in that box there, handled with care. Got another letter. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the delivery Moogle again. Let's see. Just on the other side of this wall. Right here. Let me see now. Why, yes, I do have a new letter address for Iavarian. I have buttloads of food from farming. Okay, cool. Alright, Cassard. I've got your wares. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. Yeah, boop. Aye, that's a lot. Alright, good work. And quick work, too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you want to sit in the city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I last saw you. Hello, who are you? Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This gentleman was on his way to meet with Alizé. I'm supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alizé has told me so much about you. You're Ira, aren't you? Well, my reputation precedes me, I suppose. I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories! I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alizé quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Ira's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That'd be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amerang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Thank you. Alright, let's unpack this. Hello, Notlees. Okay, well, am I getting better gear? No, I have my best gear already, so... Alright. Tesleen is eager to set off. Alizé has been desperate to see you, Ira, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. You can see the rock spires from here, huh? Ah! I think I might see it from here. Do you need some help carrying those? All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? Sure. I thought you might. Alizé was always saying how much you... I mean... Let's get going, shall we? What did she tell you about me? Please? Fuck, that's right, I can't fly. Speak of the curs. Come on. What's your check on it? Just me? Okay. Sorry there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet, hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alizé was strong, but in her mind she was never... Now it makes sense. Ahem. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. These sand moles are freaky looking. Nothing bad, just had her friends Ira kill stuff everywhere he goes. Alright, there's an ether current somewhere around here. To the south. Is it up there somewhere? There it is. Alright. Fuck you too, turtle. Now, why does it take just as much to kill you than that tiny little mole? Possibly even more. There we go. Oh, that's taken care of. God, it's so weird to be, like, actually weak again. After spending so much time as, like, probably the baddest motherfucker anywhere. Because big boy, that's why. Oh, and the light weakens you. Okay. Oh, come on. Fuck right off with this shit. There we go. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Alright, we have to go all the way over there. Got it. Is it those spires? Is that what it is? Holy shit. Impressive. Oh boy, big bugs. I absolutely love big bugs. Make you soft to everything in this realm. Ah, okay. I'll take your word for it. This is it! Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. Seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow. First, let's head inside, shall we? Okay. Wow, everybody seems pretty, it seems to be kind of shit here. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alizé arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and the handful of carers. The afflicted? You don't know. I don't think I've met anyone besides Alizé who is so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I like big bugs and I cannot lie. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alizé give you the full explanation. Well, where is she? Following in her footprints, Tesleen cast her gaze around the inn hoping to spot Alizé. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Oh wait, that mission start or mission accepted theme. It's one brings shadow, one brings the light. That's the theme. Dun 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 dun. That's cool. Let's see. There's the watchtower. Beware, the afflicted might throw up on you and summon tentacles. Oh no! Not the tentacles. Ah, shit, I moved. Do I have to climb this thing? Oh no, destination. Alizé is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints in the ground, and they look to be about the right size. The footprints lead off to the northwest. Oh shit. What the fuck are those things? They're just wriggly dudes. Zombies? The footprints continue on to the northwest. Oh, they're mummies. What the shit? Don't notice me, you guys are weird. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Look at this. I need you to get to play some Skyrim sometime in the future. Yeah, that's one thing I've never played before. Yeah, I've never played Skyrim. Fuck! I almost got it. Come on. These things are weird, wriggly, and I don't like them. They're probably what the Afflicted turn into. Yeah, really, I've never played Skyrim. Alright, let's see what's happened to Alizé. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. Great, our trail ends here. Whoa, what the fuck?
Get back here!
Alizé, Christ!
Is that... It can't be.
Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
I'm doing fairly good considering any of the circumstances right now. Superhero landing. She did the superhero landing. Poser.
We fought them to a standstill then. The Ffxiv did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Ffxiv by now, or should have at least.
So wow, she's been here for a year and she hasn't seen Y'shtola or Thancred? Are you taller?
When I think of
how are you just standing on a hill?
And the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
She grew up a bit, yeah.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years
so
ago,
that's the
balance in
actual
the first
flood.
tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down.
Don't. She's almost legal for Ira. We're talking about Alizé. I'd still want to give it a few years.
Yes, That's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Wow, seems like you've been keeping busy. Ugh.
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh, so that's what the afflicted are. They're just on a countdown to death. Well, being reborn into another body where they lose all their consciousness, I suppose. It's just a matter of time, more for some and less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which... fuck. Come on, Alizé, help me! Which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Okay. Well, I think this is where I'm gonna end today. It's been really fun to get to the beginning of this expansion. I've been waiting for this moment. But, thank you all for coming by. I'm sorry that I haven't played Skyrim yet. With everything we've discovered so far, I'm betting this expansion is still full of new discoveries and stuff. So I'm excited to see where this all goes. I'm glad we found Alizé, and then we're gonna go find Alphino, and then everybody else for that matter. But I can't wait to get that party back together again. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I will be streaming again tomorrow morning and continuing this story, but with all that being said, I hope everybody here has a... What do you mean, no you're not? I want to play Skyrim, it's just I haven't had the time to get into it. Odd.
That sounds like excuses to me.
You shut it.
Sounds like some excuses to me.
You shut it! I have other video games to play. I want to enter Skyrim, but at this point I feel like it's too late.
That's a fair and valid reason. I'll accept that.
Okay. Well, I hope everybody here has a good rest of the day, rest of the week, rest of the month, rest of the year, and of course a wonderfully great rest of their life. And I hope to see you all next time. This is K-Sawk signing out. Bye, everybody.